Prince Ghazi's book, A Thinking Person's Guide to Our Times, is full of penetrating insights and analyses of the West and the Middle East and the hypocrisies and moral superiorities that ooze out of every pore of Western attitudes towards the Middle East. There's a great one here concerning the death penalty, which I'd like to share with you. It's on a section called NGOs. NGOs means non-governmental organisations. And he writes on page 93, whilst global NGOs like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch and Médecins Sans Frontières clearly do and say some good things, they remain lopsided in their criticisms of the Islamic world and are clearly used as political tools by various Western countries to beat Muslim countries over the head. They also try to impose often arbitrary Western values and cultural prejudices, all the while pretending they are universal human values. For example, most people in the Middle East think of the death penalty should be imposed for certain kinds of murder corroborated by certain sufficient kinds of evidence. Indeed, I have personally seen in a tribal context how, when a state does not execute convicted murderers, it leads to blood feuds that carry on for decades and claim dozens of innocent lives and uproot entire clans. God says in the Quran, "In retaliation there is life for you, O people of reason, so that you might fear God." That's Surah Al-Baqarah 2179. Thus, most people in the Middle East do not see why Amnesty International or others should come tell them how to run their societies, as if they enjoy some kind of moral superiority. There are millions of abortions a year in the US, and 1/3 of pregnancies in Europe end in abortion. How can the West be more concerned about the judicial execution of a few guilty murderers than the extrajudicial genocide of their own children, whose only crime is to be inconvenient? Anyone who has any doubts about the issue of abortion should watch one, or at least inform themselves of what it involves scientifically. It involves biting into a sentient, often conscious, tiny human being with a steel clamp, who is then literally ripped out of the womb limb by limb, whilst initially still alive. First the legs, then the torso, the arms, and then the head, and dying that way, and then being thrown with toxic waste, thrown away, all whilst the mother sleeps. Islamic NGOs have also somewhat lost their status, not merely because some of them have funded extremism, but also because, post 9/11, donating money to an Islamic NGO is liable to cause problems for the donor, no matter how innocent the donor or worthy the cause. Today, every international Islamic charitable financial transaction is tracked and hounded like a fox. Till next time.